Close your eyes for a second and try to imagine a city that's kinda bad, but kinda good. It's kinda hard here sometimes. It's hard to make money here. You could probably only get a job at McDonald's or something like that. You can stay alive though. But with James, you never know what's gonna happen. Everywhere I looked, there were bikes going missing. The truth of the matter is I'd rather be fishing. But I'm a cop and I gotta do my job and stop those guys who kill and rob. We had a feeling that we knew who was behind it. We found a letter and guess who signed it? It was James, it said so at the bottom. We looked at each other and said, "Yep, we got him." So we started to hand out some posters, and the weather was hotter than a toaster. At first we didn't have any luck until we met up with a guy named Chuck. Chuck said his bike got took last night, but he didn't let it go without putting up a fight. James fell down and he dropped a little map. We knew where to find him, he was chilling at the trap. Oh, James thinks that he's tough. Well, me and my boy Moneymaker Mike think we've had enough. Beating us up and stealing our bikes, it just isn't right. We're coming for you tonight. Oh, James thinks that he's tough. Well, me and my boy Moneymaker Mike think we've had enough. Beating us up and stealing our bikes, it just isn't right. We're coming for you tonight. We got to the trap, Mike went around the back, James busted out the front. He was wearing all black, had a friend inside the truck, so he jumped into the back, hit the gas, man, he was gone just like that. But I looked over and I saw a go-kart. I turned the key, hit the gas, but it won't start. Then out of nowhere, it fires right up. Then I spot the truck and my eyes light up. I hit the gas and I peel out of the driveway. I'm hitting corners and that boy's going sideways. Then finally I catch up to the truck, but I notice the accelerator stuck. The go-kart spins out of control. At full speed I hit a telephone pole. There's nothing left to say, James got away, but I knew deep down we would catch him one day. Oh, James thinks that he's tough. Well, me and my boy Moneymaker Mike think we've had enough. Beating us up and stealing our bikes, it just isn't right. We're coming for you tonight. Oh, James thinks that he's tough. Well, me and my boy Moneymaker Mike think we've had enough. Beating us up and stealing our bikes, it just isn't right. We're coming for you tonight. Froggy fresh! That's right, Moneymaker Mike, baby. Making another hit for you guys. I know you like this one. That's all we do. We're doing this for 2012, baby. Hit, then we make another hit, and then we make another hit. Man, we just keep making hits. That's all we know how to do, baby. We out of here. That's all we know how to do. We got money to make. Understand that? Out. Making classics, son. Classics. Yeah. Been a whole year since our bikes got stolen. I ran that go-kart into a telephone pole. We hated James, but this just made us hate more. Cause for the last year, we've been riding skateboards. Friggin' skateboard, I would rather walk. Do I look like Tony Hawk? No. That's why I thought. Do I look like Rob Dyrdek? No. Thank God. Do I look like Brad Pitt? No. Are you sure? We knew exactly where James hid the bikes at. They were stashed in his shed right out back. We threw on our bulletproof vests and our snapbacks, and we plotted our attack and ate snack packs. I told Mike, grab the slingshot, take this sock and fill it with about 16 rocks. Meet me at the spot in about 10 minutes. And Mike, don't forget the spinach. Hey, you stop, freeze! Hands in the air, get down on your knees. Don't make us have to fight back, cause you won't really like that. We just want our bikes back. Hey, you stop, freeze! Hands in the air, get down on your knees. Don't make us have to fight back, cause you won't really like that. We just want our bikes back. Me and Mike took off towards the shed. Wow, visions of pedal bikes danced in our heads all through the town. Kids lined the streets, they couldn't wait to see James get beat. We got to the shed and we kicked down the door. 2 guards came out and they both had swords, but my homeboy Mike was there to save the day. He fired 2 rocks and he blew them away. But hold up, cause it wasn't over yet. James snuck up and he punched me in the head. Grabbed Mike's hair and he punched him in the eyebrow. He said, I'm keeping all the bikes cause they're mine now. We were losing bad and we were getting laughed at. But then Mike pulled something out his backpack. Of course, that old can of spinach. I looked at James and said, you're finished. Hey, you stop, freeze. Hands in the air, get down on your knees. Don't make us have to fight back, cause you won't really like that. We just want our bikes back. Hey, you stop, freeze. Hands in the air, get down on your knees. Don't make us have to fight back, cause you won't really like that. We just want our bikes back. Next thing we knew, James pulled out a can of spinach too. I looked over at Mike and said, now what do we do? We should've known he would have his own can. Jeez, oh Pete, we should've seen this coming, man. Mike said, James, could we just work something out? It's been a whole year, could we just have them back now? And James said, sorry guys, I got some bad news. I sold both your bikes to Billy Smith last June. But how about this? I'll make you guys a deal. You can have that pink bike there and that big wheel. I said, really, James? Really? First you steal our bikes, then you sell them both to Billy? I can't ride a big wheel, do I look like I'm 9? Mike said, here bro, you can have mine. It's pink, dude, I ain't gonna ride that girly bike. It ain't fair, Mike, I really hate my life. Hey, you, stop, breathe. Hands in the air, get down on your knees. Don't make us have to fight back, cause you won't really like that. We just want our bikes back. Hey, you, stop, breathe. Hands in the air, get down on your knees. Don't make us have to fight back, cause you won't really like that. We just want our bikes back. Yeah. You can't always get your bikes back, but then you at least gotta try to get them back. Sometimes if you get your bike stolen, it will get sold or something, but you still gotta keep your head up. Peace. Hey cool cats and delicious divas, it's Froggy Fresh and Moneymaker Mike, back with some of that funkalicious flow that makes the party go. I know it's been a while, so let me catch y'all up on what's been going down. James and his goons have been up to the usual, selling addictive candy, terrorizing the neighborhood, and of course, stealing bikes. But me and Mike didn't care about those old bikes anymore, cause now we got a dirt bike. Without the wagon attached, it goes 40 miles per hour. Yeah, I know, fast. Only problem is, the other kids, they can't afford a dirt bike like this, so they're stuck with nothing to ride, and we couldn't let this slide. Me and Mike knew the kids were counting on us. We were the only people in the neighborhood with the fighting ability to challenge James and his ninja guards. So we started training, and we trained, and trained, and trained. We practiced kicks, punches, front flips, cartwheels, 360 kicks, 360 punches, 360 front flips, 360 cartwheels, 720 kicks, you get the picture. We were really focused. Then we tried to find some Bruce Lee videos. We had to learn from the true master. So we got on the computer to look for some videos, but we couldn't figure out how to spell his name. We tried it a bunch of different ways. Then Mike said I was dumb because I didn't know how to spell his name. But Mike didn't know how to spell it either. So I said, you must be dumb too. Then we started fighting. Big mistake on Mike's part. I put him in the rear naked chokehold. He was out cold in under 10 seconds. While Mike was passed out, I called my dad to figure out how to spell Bruce Lee. He told me how, but after I hung up, I forgot how to spell it. So I called him back, and then he told me how to spell it again. But when I hung up on the phone, I forgot how to spell it again. Then I called him back again. He screamed at me and told me to stop calling him while he was at work. Okay, whatever, fine, I said. Then that was it. So I had to stop searching for Bruce Lee videos, which was fine with me. The computer was making my eyes burn anyways. Then Mike woke up from being passed out all day. He said he felt dizzy, but I told him we don't have no time for that. We have to train, because the city is counting on us to get those bikes back for those kids. But honestly, I didn't really want to train anymore either. Training was getting really boring. So we decided training was over. Time to get out there, fight James, and bring those bikes back home. Fun trip, got these streets feeling so hard. I've been through big wheels, skateboards, and go-karts just to get my hands on these bikes. See, what's a man without his bike? That's a man without his life. And these kids don't deserve this, so I think it's time for me and Mike to do some public service. Time to show James crime don't pay. Time to show James me and Mike don't play. We've been waiting for this day all summer. No more James calling us dumb and dumber. When I see that fool, I'ma hit him with the stunner. Strike like lightning, rumble like thunder. They can't handle me, son, I'm the dragon. I revved up the engine, Mike jumped in the wagon. Then we headed off to old Mr. Kane's, bumping Dr. Dre, about to wreck James Day. Can we get them bicycles back? Cause them little kids, they ain't got no bikes. Can we get them bicycles back? Cause them little kids, they ain't got no bikes to ride. Can we get them bicycles back? Cause them little kids, they ain't got no bikes. Can we get them bicycles back? Cause them little kids, they ain't got no bikes to ride. Slick, that's what they call me when they call me. I slipped behind the car, but then a couple ninjas saw me. Good thing Mike was right there to have my back. He snuck up from behind him and he started to attack. Then out of nowhere, up walked Vinny Velvet, got his hair permed out, had it looking like a helmet. He walked toward me with a clenched fist in a big old stick that I was about to get hit with. Was it fate or was it just dumb luck? Cause I looked over and I saw a pair of nunchucks, but I didn't know exactly how to use them. I started swinging them around and accidentally threw them. Then they nailed Vinny Velvet in the head. He fell over on the ground, I was scared that he was dead. I didn't have no time to worry about that. I had to get them bikes out that shed ASAP. Can we get them bicycles back? Cause them little kids, they ain't got no bikes. Can we get them bicycles back? Cause them little kids, they ain't got no bikes to ride. Can we get them bicycles back? Cause them little kids, they ain't got no bikes. Can we get them bicycles back? Cause them little kids, they ain't got no bikes to ride. As I walked up ahead, James was waiting at the shed. Slashed the garden tool against my chest to have me spilling red. But dog, I ain't afraid of blood. In fact, I love the taste of it. Little baby garden tool, I wasn't afraid of it. I sat back and I waited like a cat. When I seen him relaxing, I went in for the attack. Hit him with that dragon kick and laid him on his back. He was out cold, so I knew it was a rap. I jogged over to him, grabbed the keys out of his pants. Took a second to do the fish out of water dance. A ninja kick to get the bikes back, imagine that. It took 3 tries, but we're finally the champs. I walked up to the shed with the keys inside my hand. Me and Mike had saved the day, I was feeling like the man. Things were looking up, me and Mike were on the right track. And most importantly, we finally got the bikes back. Can we get them bicycles back? Cause them little kids, they ain't got no bikes. Can we get them bicycles back? Cause them little kids, they ain't got no bikes to ride. Can we get them bicycles back? Cause them little kids, they ain't got no bikes. Can we get them bicycles back? Cause them little kids, they ain't got no bikes to ride. What? Froggy fresh, escape from Hood Mountain.